Oh man, I ain't got my microphone. I hope I don't need it. We'll find out in a minute. Well, it's different when you got the laptop. Come on in, my friends. It's your boy Fish and Ken. Hook City TV. We're gonna talk a little crappie fish. Four people. Oh man, all right. I see y'all coming. D, what's going on? Trevor Lee, what's happening, man? Real quick, while I got you two on, can we hear me pretty good? Do you see me pretty good? What's going on, G Gray? Crickwater Crappie Company. Good evening. I'm live. Go. What's happening, y'all? Tyron, what's going on? Devon, Antone, thank y'all, man, for y'all support and coming back in tonight. Can hear and see pretty good. Thank you, man, for the mic check and video check, camera check.
Can I say hi to IC?
I see not on here, baby. I'm gonna let a few people get in here, man. Oh my goodness. Tamika on time. Real quick, I want to give a shout out to the Craig family. Tamika Craig, say thank you for what you gave. You know, that super chat goes towards crappie fishing, keeping it informative and entertaining. Is that Mr. Ben? Tell him hello.
Hi, Mr. Ben.
All right. Hey, guys.
Yeah, my dad's alive.
Hey. Well, look, I'm on. Say it again. All right, on. I would speak, man, but I'm literally on live right now in the backyard. Okay. David, what's going on? Hey guys, man, listen, I'm sorry. My neighbor came outside, had to say what's up, but again, sis, Tamika Craig, we appreciate what you get. No fishing this weekend, but plenty of wishing. Listen, don't do too much wishing. Make sure you do a little bit of fishing too. Gotta make sure you do a little bit of fishing. That's really me. That's the way I level out, guys. Without fishing, and a whole bunch of prayer, I'd probably be a wreck. Probably be a wreck. Guys, let's talk fishing, man. I don't have a whole lot to talk about, but we're gonna run it the same way. I want to let y'all know that you will be able to contact me a few different ways. I am a little bit behind on answering messages and comments, but I will be doing that very, very soon. We did have an upload from last Thursday. I hope y'all got a chance to watch that video, which I actually really enjoyed making. And then, of course, we have to give y'all an update, a live update on subscribers. Guys, this is one that I'm very, very excited about. We are now at 37,213 subscribers. So real quick in the comment section, can I get a big hee-haw for the family, guys? Again, 37,213 subscribers. And we could not do it without each and every one of y'all, man. It's the support from y'all. Again, the comment section is how you can get a hold of me, as well as my email address, hctv2too@gmail.com. We are on Facebook at Hook City TV. We are on Instagram at Hook City TV. We are on Twitter at Hook City TV. Guys, y'all can find me if you're looking for me. If you have questions, comments, statements, please hit your boy up, man, and let's talk about it. Also, we are implementing a live on Sunday nights where I'm looking for at least 5 new people every Sunday to get on live with me, ask a live question, anything, man. We just want to hang out, right? And you'll be able to do it face to face with me, Fishing Ken, live. And that'll be on Instagram, excuse me, Sundays at 6 o'clock. And listen, I'm gonna tell you something. We went live twice last Sunday. We went on Facebook and Instagram. Instagram was kind of slow, but it was show. It was maybe 12, 13 people, but we had some people to jump on. And then we went over to Facebook, guys, where it got crazy. We had a lot of people get on, so we might be moving to full-time Facebook on Sundays at 6 o'clock. So y'all check us out. As of now, we haven't changed. Instagram, 6 o'clock, you can go live face to face with your boy Fishing Kid. So again, man, did I get some hee-haws? I got a couple over there. Okay. Oh yeah, we got a few. Juan, you don't have to get out there early or late. You just got to have an umbrella. David Ellison, we're praying for you, man, and pray that your surgery went well and that you'll return back to doing the things you love quickly, man. Lonnie Lon from Wisconsin, what's going on? Let's see. Miss JT, what's going on? All right, guys. So as I always do on Thursday nights, we give a account for what happened on Travel Tuesday and Wet Wednesday. So we'll go right into that. And actually, I'm back on. I'm still outside, guys, but I'm not as mobile as I usually am, where we feed the fish and all that kind of stuff. So probably won't be doing that tonight. And if y'all don't know what I'm talking about, check out the last live. And I bet you if you watch the last 10, 15 minutes of it, you'll see us feeding 1 pound bluegill, all right, in the house, right there in the house in my 100-gallon tank. A lot of people really enjoyed that, and that's how we've ended the lives a couple of times. Again, I'm on my computer, so I'm able to show y'all pictures again. I'm able to show y'all pictures of what's going on, Travel Tuesday and Wet Wednesday. So we'll get into the reports Tuesday. Man, really, we had an awesome time both days. But what I did is I went to some lakes that I'm not very familiar with in order to challenge myself. Guys, it's not enough just to go out there and catch a gazillion fish. It doesn't always make you better by going to the same place time after time. And I was ready to challenge myself. I was ready to challenge my dad, AKA Hook City. Shout out to Hook City. I'm sure you're watching, man. That is my dad for y'all that don't know. Love you, man, and I appreciate you. Thanks for being the father that you are. As you know, Father's Day is coming up, y'all. Also, well, look at there. And who are you?
My name is Fishing Cammy and Cammy on Fire.
So we knew you were going to do this because you said you were going to be good.
Giant big star, YouTube star.
Who is a YouTube star?
Dun, 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 dun.
Okay, hat back on because I don't have a haircut. Hey, okay, go do your thing. Love you. Okay, so, all right, guys, Fishing Cammy. She asked to be out here, and I knew that was going to eventually happen, and whoop, she couldn't help herself. So that is my baby. Her little BAD self. Well, she know how to read now, so if she heard me, she gonna tell me, don't tell y'all that. Anyway.
Get away.
No, I didn't say get away. You can go back in the house if you need to. I didn't tell you to get away, girl. All right. So, let's see. Jose Castro, thank you, man, for your order and your support, man. Can't wait for you to get that hat as well. And look, you know when you look good, you fish good, so be ready to get on some donkeys. Henrietta Daniel, they are spawning now in the South. They are spawning now. So usually between the months of late May all the way through August, you can usually find fish on beds here in Texas. But travel, I think I was talking about Travel Tuesday, y'all. Nah, baby, I'm not gonna start that. So Travel Tuesday, sorry, y'all, kids, I love them. So Travel Tuesday, again, we wanted to challenge ourselves, so we went to a lake that we weren't very familiar with. And man, we got after it, y'all. I used a lot of the same things post spawn that I tell y'all to look for. Again, this lake did have trees in it. This lake had brush piles in it. I've been to this lake 3 times. Twice now we went into the trees first, and we did a lot of live scoping. But we didn't just go to any tree and just start looking around. Again, this time of year post spawn, we were looking for the crappie to be in the mouths of coves and on points on these brush piles, anywhere from 10 or 8, really from 8 to 20 foot of water. And we found them, guys. We found them there. Tuesday, we decided to not go to the trees first because, again, I don't need to just keep repeating a cycle. I need to find out more about the post spawn on this lake. So this is what I know on post spawn, like on Arlington. So I've learned to fish Arlington. What I know of Arlington is there is no timber. So these fish load up on brush piles on Lake Arlington. So I said, well, let's see if we can find a few brush piles on this lake with this timber in, see if we can find fish. And what do you know? We found brush and we found fish. Earlier during the spawn, I said that in late spawn that those fish will get into shallow flats. And I made a video showing that they got on shallow flats and we caught them with worms. So my mindset was, let me look for some flat areas and see if we can locate some brush piles near points, mainly near points. So that's what I checked out. The wind was really high, guys. If y'all are from Texas, y'all know 18, 19 miles an hour wind. So I went to a wind protected bank. I found some flats using, using my mapping to find out where there's not a lot of humps or anything like that. Found flats near points, and guess what? We located brush piles. In doing so, guess what happens? We located some brush piles that were chock full loaded. All right. Now we did encounter a lot of small fish, but we encountered a lot of fish. And we pretty much limited out I probably located about 10 new brush piles, 10, 15, somewhere in that area. Some of them were just completely overrun with small fish. Some of them I was able to drop deeper into the brush away from those small fish and get a few big bites. And then to end the day, we did go to a few new trees and we found a whole lot bigger fish. So if anybody's wondering, on some of these lakes I'm fishing, I am finding the bigger fish on trees rather than brush piles. But we are getting keepers because look, at the end of the day, we ain't trophy fishing, we grocery fishing. I want to give a shout out to each and every one of our new subscribers. If you're a new subscriber, I would really appreciate you making sure you hit that notification bell as well. We do appreciate you. And thank you for hitting that subscribe button because again, without y'all, this channel will not be where it is today. And that's Travel Tuesday, guys. Let me see if I can pull up a picture. Because again, I keep forgetting to take pictures, especially for my Instagram. I do usually do a few videos, but I'll give you a picture of what Travel Tuesday ended like. Let me see if I can get that to come up. Y'all see that? That is what Travel Tuesday ended like. And guys, yes, we caught some big fish too. Like I said, towards the end of the day, we did catch a lot of fish on brush piles that were in between, honestly, from the small fish, probably about 8 to 12 and a half inches. I don't think we caught anything over about 12 and a half. And I tell you what, it was cool with me. Again, we were locating fish. My thought process was we need to locate fish and catch said fish. And we did that using a vertical jigging presentation. I dropped small hand tie jigs. I dropped plastics. The color, they were a little more color specific. This lake that we fished had decent water clarity in it. So I used a lot of blue, black and chartreuse, and then a lot of grays. And as y'all know, grays are natural colors. So That's what they were wanting, and that's what we gave them. But we found again, we found brush piles, excuse me, in these areas, and it was on and popping. All right, one more. We're going to talk about Wednesday, and then we're going to try to. I'm sorry, let me turn that off. Then we're going to try to get into some question answering. So Wednesday was a unique day, to say the least. Wednesday, again, I wanted to test myself. I didn't want to just run back to a lake where I could hammer these crappie. And I know that might sound crazy because, of course, the idea is to catch crappie. But I need to be able to catch crappie and locate crappie and put all these things into practice over and over again so that when I'm giving you guys this information, it's not just regurgitating information from some pro or from some, Joe that wrote an article on Facebook or something like that. We're not doing that. What I'm passing along is information that has been tried and tested, guys, things that I've thought about, things that I have read that I put into practice for myself, and things like that. So with that being said, we went to a very small lake, and man, I tell you what, guys, you talking about the baby fish apocalypse. These fish were little. I mean, little. Everywhere I went, I hit rocks, and they were stacked on. I might even have a picture, guys, if y'all want to see them. If y'all want to see a representation of what they looked like on those rocks, I want to see it. Just put rocks. Just put rocks in the comment section, and I'll show y'all that. Let's see. Jose says rocks. He wants to see what's going on. Thank you, Jose. Please hit that like button, guys. 53 people watching, 30 thumbs ups. If you are watching and if you yet to hit that thumbs up button, please do so. We'd appreciate it. Just let YouTube know that y'all are enjoying this live. So we got a couple of people who said rocks, and that is enough, people. So again, dirty screen, but I just took a quick shot. So what you have here is a representation of rocks. There's one big rock, and then you have that rock right there, and that rock right there, and then you have all those little dots just crawling all over those rocks. Guys, that is a perfect down imaging shot of what it looks like. And look, we were coming off of a drop-off. Woo! Come off that drop-off, come up that hill, and fish are everywhere. So, again, this is a clear water lake, and let me tell you what I did. Did everybody see that? I want to make sure everybody saw that. I feel like I held it up there long enough. I'm going to show it one more time, and then I explain how we targeted these fish. Again, there it is, guys. There it is. And again, this is a down imaging shot using a Humminbird Helix Mega 10. Okay, Gen 2 is what we're using. I haven't changed. Forgive me for the water spots, but what we're looking at is the hard yellow bottom, which is a hump. Okay, and then if you look, you can actually see the rock sitting up. Okay, you see two rocks on a hump. Two bumps on the hump. And then with that, on top of those rocks, you can see all the little yellow dots. Let me bring it in a little bit closer. All those little dots on down imaging is representative of fish. And guys, in this case, crappie. Man, when you first look at that picture, you might say, man, that is a lot of bait. But that is not a zoomed in picture, guys. And listen, those are, man, I bet you that's every bit 100 crappie. Every bit of 100 crappie. I hope everybody saw and understood that image as I explained it. And let me tell you something. I think that was over in like 12 foot of water. So like I said, it's a big old hump, right? So when you're in the deep water, you're in about 25 foot. It comes up about 12, peaks off, and then you see these big rocks, those two big humps. When you go over those two big humps, you see all of those fish. And what I noticed is that they scattered. So guys, these were finicky fish. And you will see that a lot, especially if you have live scope. And for you guys that don't have live scope, but see things on 2D, which is your sonar, traditional sonar, or for those that see, excuse me, on down imaging or side imaging, you go over it one time, you see all those fish, you throw your buoy, you come back around to set up, putting your nose in the wind because that's how you maintain boat control. And you look on your front graph and you don't see those fish anymore, they have spooked. So what do you do when they spook? Pick up your 7.6 and you start casting. And that's exactly what we did, guys. So we pushed back about 15, 20 foot off of those fish. I hit my spot lock on my trolling motor, and I sat there for a minute. And what that did was allow those fish to congregate again and to get comfortable with no presence over the top of them again. So they calmed back down, they came back, and we started casting. And basically the technique, guys, is to cast past the fish. So we spoke about this on live before, but if the target is 20 foot away and we have wind coming at us, because Wednesday was like 15 miles an hour. So we have wind coming in our face, we have a target in front of us, and it's 20 foot away. So what I'll do is I'll cast 30 foot with a 1/8 ounce is what I was using, 1/8 ounce jig head. And what happens is as soon as that 1/8 hits the water, now it's falling, but it's pendulum, the pendulum is coming back towards us. That way I want to overreach my target, right? I overreach my target, it falls back, but it falls, that 10 foot of space that I just gave it allows it to fall back just on the other side of those rocks. And when it gets down, y'all know what happens. Y'all know what happens. We slow retrieve back through those fish. And if you got the right bait on, guys, they will hit. Now, check this out. This is the cool thing. What's going on, Chris? JT with the quick response. So here's the cool thing, though. One thing that you have to remember, and guys, that's why I always tell y'all, it doesn't matter until it matters. But this is one thing to think about that was actually brought up to me by a friend. He said the thing about that bite Wednesday, we had a cold front move in. So what happens? And I think somebody might have even asked that question, what happens when a cold front moves in? So when a cold front moves in, it changes the water. It changes the way things happen. It changes the barometric pressure changes, and fish can get finicky for that reason. So not every cast, it's funny, but not every cast do we catch a fish. And there was a few times that I had to make sure that I gave it different retrieves, different retrieval speeds, maybe a bump, bump, retrieve 2 turns, bump, bump, retrieve 2 turns. And then I had to try smaller jigs because, again, they were a little finicky. When I went to a smaller jig, a smaller hand tie jig, they hated it, guys. And that's when the fun began. I got them to hit that a few times. And then I switched and I went to a curly tail jig. And when I moved to the curly tail, they hated it too. And it's just so much movement in that tail as that bait is swimming, and they did what they needed to do. So that was one brush pile. I'm gonna show y'all something else cool. In the comment section, I want y'all to tell me what kind of fish y'all think this is. Now, for people to say that these hummingbirds aren't powerful with this mega imaging, tell me that doesn't look like a 4-year-old drew that picture. What is that, guys? So in that bottom right-hand corner, you can see the crappie. Bottom right-hand corner, down, where's my finger? Down here, you can see crappie. But what is that, y'all? What is that? Y'all forgive me, my fingernails dirty because I've been working all day, so please forgive me. What is that? In the comment section, I need comments. I mean, you can see that fish's tail. You can see his tail, you can see his head, and you can see the fish swimming around it also. What kind of fish could that be? And that was outside, just outside of that hump, y'all. Just outside of that hump. I thought that was pretty neat. That's a goo. And listen, it's a big one if it is, man. That thing, I wish I could have found it on live scope so I could see it. So my guess, I'll give y'all my guess, but I'll show it to you one more time, then I'll give y'all my guess on it. Look at the size of that fish. That is a big fish, y'all. And again, that is a down imaging picture. And the reason why it's surrounded by black is because it was in the water column. So when you're looking at down imaging, same thing here. When you're looking at down imaging, all the black area is the water column. All right. When you start to see yellow at the bottom of the screen, whether it's a light yellow or like a dark yellow, almost brown or golden look, that's going to be your bottom, the hard surfaces on the bottom. But the black, the black is your water column. So this fish was sitting up in the water column, and man, I mean that is a fish and a big one at that. Okay, so day two, so we had to make a move. We had to make a move. We ended up doing some more fishing. We had maybe 5 hours left to fish. So we made a huge move, something that I don't do a lot at all, but we made a huge move. Got to this lake and it was super windy. You ever had your mind made up? You're plan A. You have your mind made up on where you're gonna go, and it just ain't right when you get there. We were taking wind to the face, and I mean we were riding white caps, and I found some really good brush piles, but they were just in the middle of the wind. Just direct hits. And it took me longer than I'm not gonna say than it should have, because I haven't been to this lake in 2 years since I bought my boat. Went to this lake. Actually, I can tell y'all that one. We went and checked out Weatherford, guys. And man, wind was horrible. We did a lot of looking around, found a lot of brush piles, a lot of small fish. Real quick, we have a super chat. And I want to say thank you to Mr. George Baker, longtime supporter, man. We appreciate and love you, man. Thank you for what you gave. Know that it goes towards crappie fishing, keeping it informative and entertaining. So thank you very much for what you gave, George. Again, that's the super chat, guys. If y'all want to give to the channel for the cause of keeping this thing informative and entertaining, if you want to give to the cause just because you love the show, you can do so by hitting that super chat button, man, down there below the chat. It's the $sign with the square around it, and it'll just allow you to give, man. Anything from 99 cents on up, we do appreciate it. And at the end of the day, we appreciate you for being here. Man, we sure do appreciate our supporters and those that give to this channel. Thank you, man. It actually helps in a major, major way. So let's see. Do I have any pictures? We ended up finding a cove that really changed the way things work. So here's one picture of a black crappie. And in the background on the live scope, you can see a few, somebody's loud. You can actually see a few crappie on the live scope. So those vertical dots that you're seeing on that screen, those are fish on some brush. That's not the best picture, but that is a picture. And that's about a 10 and a half, almost 11-inch crappie right there that we caught. And that, again, that is Wet Wednesday's catch. Now, let's see. I'm gonna show you something. Guys. Oh, am I missing? All right, so here is, can't get my phone to turn. Hold on, y'all. Okay, there it is right there. Fishing with Camo Joe, what's going on, man? Thank you for tuning back in. 83 watching, 45 likes. Hey, man, y'all help your boy out, man. Hit that like button. If y'all are enjoying this live, man, hit the like button. We got to let people know that it's going on City TV every Thursday night at 8 o'clock, guys. So here, this picture is, I guess I'll turn this sideways. So here's this picture, y'all. And this is from the next day. This is from This is from Wednesday, Wet Wednesday. Big fish was, I think, 14 and a half inches that day. And I want to show y'all, okay, there it is. There's one of the pictures of a brush pile with plenty of fish in it. And these were good fish, guys. Now, this is the live scope screen. You know, we're using the 1222 Garmin live scope. And that is same thing. Those dots you see, the bulk is your brush pile, and the dots you see are the fish around it. Now, notice, this is what I want y'all to notice. Let me see if I want y'all to notice something about this screen. This is what's cool. So if you look at the big bulky part, not the single fish on the outside, but if you look at the bulky part and you look really close, there's some really light colored blobs in there. Now, those are fish within that tree. Guys, this tree was loaded. Real quick, I want to give a shout out to my man, Trevor Lee. God has been blessing me day after day, so I'm able to bless the others. Thanks, Ken, for everything you've been doing and giving. Awesome tips. Love you, man, and I appreciate you. Thanks for what you gave, man, Trevor. Knowing and understanding what you gave goes towards crappie fishing, keeping it informative and entertaining. And also, guys, Trevor, man, has actually sent me some jigs to do a giveaway with, and I forgot they were not for me. I'm going to be honest. I told him this the other day. We laughed about it. But those jigs look so good, guys. I took them to the boat. They are on the boat right now. They're on the boat right now. And I've been using them and doing real good with them. So, Trevor, we appreciate it, man, but we still will be doing that giveaway. Blake Clark, yes, man. Man, I wish I would have taken more pictures over those 2 days just to give y'all visual representations of what those fish were looking like, because it was crazy. Let's see. Well, I got y'all. Is there anything else? Any other pictures that I took? Nope, there isn't. So, guys, that's Travel Tuesday and Wet Wednesday in a nutshell. Man, if y'all have any questions, comments, statements, this is going to be a great time to hit your boy up. Let's talk about it, man. Again, I want to remind y'all that Sundays, y'all know that we do this every Thursday night at 8 o'clock. Sundays at 6 o'clock. You know what? I'm going to scratch the Instagram thing. I know my wife probably going to say, no, don't scratch it, this shit. Listen, Sundays at 6 o'clock, I will be going live on Facebook. I'm not even going to play with Instagram no more. Facebook was lit live, okay? Facebook was lit live, and we can also bring people on to do face-to-face question and answers. So if you would like to do any type of I'm looking for 5 people. Brush your hair, brush your teeth. That way you ain't worried about getting on camera looking crazy. But I want y'all to get on with me, man. Ask your questions. Give me any kind of shout out or anything you want to do, man. Nice. Good, JT. But listen, let's set it in stone. I'll make a post about it on YouTube as well. This Sunday, 6 o'clock Central Standard, which is my time, 6 o'clock Sunday, I will be going live, man, and we're going to do some face-to-face question and answer, and I would love to have you guys join. I'm only looking for 5, but if I can get more than 5, that just makes the whole situation that much better. So if y'all would join me also on Sundays, 6 o'clock, Facebook, okay? And if y'all don't have my face, we'll actually be sharing it onto the Hook City TV page, but I go live from my personal page, which is just Kenneth Pierce. And then we'll share it to the Hook City TV page if you're on there, so don't worry. And then I'll make a post on YouTube reminding you all also. Joseph says, what live scope transducer mount are you using? So I have a question so that I can be specific in answering. Are you talking about what I use to control the transducer, or are you talking about just the mount itself? Because those are 2 different things now. Shout out to Summit Fishing, guys. And if you watched the last video, I spoke about it briefly. I will be making a video about the Summit mount. What the Summit mount does, it allows me to do down view, forward view, and perspective view. Again, y'all saw in that last video, I used some perspective view, and I'm able to do that using the Summit Fishing transducer mount. Now, if you're talking about how I control my transducer, that's done with the pole that is mounted under the Ultrex, under my trolling motor. And that is the low pro rod rack. Stop what you're doing real quick. Crappie and Pike, keep up the good work. Thank you, man. We appreciate what you do for us. We appreciate what you gave. And you can rest assured that your hard-earned money goes towards crappie fishing, a little bit of bluegill fishing, keeping it informative and entertaining. What's going on? Eric Thomas from New Orleans. Hope that answered. Okay, to control the transducer. So again, Joseph, that comes from low pro rod rack, and in order to utilize that, it amounts to the Minn Kota Ultrex and the Garmin Force trolling motors. You must have one of the two of those, guys. Let's get those thumbs ups up, man. If you're watching, if you just joined us, man, we would love for you to hit that thumbs up button so we can let YouTube know that we are enjoying these lives. JT, listen, you gonna mess me up, and I'm gonna have to get there. Is Whitney a weekend lake? I know a lot of lakes go crazy on the weekends, but man, I'm thinking about doing it. Wait a minute, guys. We have another supporter, another financial supporter, man. So Fix It 29. Thank you for the super chat, bro. Know and understand that what you gave goes towards crappie fishing, a little bit of bluegill fishing, keeping it informative and entertaining. Guys, thank you. I can't say that enough. Thank you, man. I'm happy in the direction that Hook City TV is going, man. We got a lot of exciting things. But guys, look, we want to continue to grow the show. One thing I've noticed is that the number in which the views are coming is slowing down a little bit. And listen, I don't do it just for the views. I do it for you. But I want this thing to grow, guys. And I know y'all want to help me make it grow. So I'm asking that you continue to help us grow the show by letting your friends, your brother, your sister, all that, letting them know that Fishing Ken, his dad, Hook City, and the whole Hook City family got it going on, man. We're going to keep this thing clean. We're going to keep it informative. We're going to keep it entertaining. And we're going to catch some fish, man. It's going to be some hee-hawing going on. It's going to be some laughing and some teaching going on. Man, in Fix It 29, we love you too, brother. We appreciate it, man. Tyrone, what's going on? Thank you for making it, man. Thumbs ups going up everywhere. Guys, I know we have a few questions, man. Come on with them. We got a couple more minutes to be on this live, and I want to answer questions tonight. You got something for me, I'm here for it. I'm here for it. First time checking you out, brother, from West Texas, the Prince. 432, you out there with that West Texas oil money. You're not in the oil field, are you, man? Thank you for joining in, brother. Fishing with Camo Joe. Miss JT, how you been doing, lady? You still been whooping up on JT, catching all the fish? Oh, man, Kyle Woodward. I did not even see that. Shout out to Kyle Woodward, y'all. If y'all would help me to welcome Kyle to the Hook City TV family, tell him welcome to the city. Kyle, welcome to the city, man. We appreciate you, man. Make sure, thank you for the subscription. Make sure you also hit that bell, that notification bell, so you'll get notifications. The Prince, I figured you was in the oil field. It's not a lot of people just hanging out in West Texas. And I already know it is slow right now. I have friends in the oil field, and I believe Trevor Lee is doing some oil field type work also. So Sleep at the Real says, tell me your thoughts on perspective view. I do not see a great need for it personally, but curious about your thoughts. So let's talk about the downside. And I only see one, and it's the fact that people are so used to being able to see their jig. Hold on real quick. Adam Romans, man, with the super chat says, sorry I missed last week and I got on late tonight. Still love the show, and we still love and appreciate you, Adam Romans. Thank you, man, for joining in. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, the Prince, you born and raised in West Texas. That's all right, man. I've actually never met nobody born and raised from West Texas. Not out there in that oil field, not that area. So again, we're going to talk about that perspective view. So with perspective view, again, you cannot, or I have not found that I can track my jig like I do on down and forward view, and that is the issue. The good thing is if you are a bluegill fisherman, and you want to be able to locate and accurately hit those beds, that perspective view allows you to do it. It points in the direction that you'll see that bed, and all you got to do is toss in that direction. The cool thing with perspective is if you're using any type of bottom technique, if you're catching fish off the bottom, you really don't need depth perception, which you completely lose when you're talking about perspective view. Unless you're really good at reading shadows and how far away or how far off the bottom those shadows are. If you don't have that, you pretty much don't have any depth perception, guys. So if you're using a bottom technique, you'll love perspective. Any type of bedding fish or anything like that, you'll love it. Let's see. Hope that answered your question, Chris. Tyrone Smith, is Ugly Stick the best start rod? What is a good light starter rod? Man, listen, do yourself a favor. If you know you're going to be fishing, you like to fish, go ahead and buy the ACC crappie stick. And if you're bank fishing, I would say that 7.6 split grip is the way to go. It's an all-purpose rod, man. Let's see. Greg Coleman, thank you for helping me. Welcome, Kyle in. Slab Doc, Lamar Harris, what's going on, man? I'm loving the Garmin Force trolling motor. I can hold on spot and white caps. The fish bite is good in the wind if you can control your boat. Hey, man, I totally agree. Same thing with the Ultrex. I know that Force is the newer of the two, and it is definitely a capable, very strong unit, man. Fix it. We appreciate you, man. So Kyle asks, do I have any videos on Fish Finder Basics? Mine has so much stuff I can do. I don't know where to begin. Kyle, you got to let me know which one you have. I have one on down and side imaging, how to place buoy markers and that sort of thing in relation to brush piles. So yes, I have one for that. I don't know if one of my admins can tell me the name of it because I forget every time, but I have a playlist. If you go to the homepage, I have a few playlists. If you go to the how-to playlist, it will bring up that video. I'm gonna find it for you in 1 second. Let's see, Tyrone, a Shakespeare Micro Light 7 from Walmart is the cheapest and best starter rod, under $15. Great info right there, JT. Let's see, Red River Rob, what's going on, man? I am doing well. I hope you are too. Will that hummingbird find those bluegill beds? That's exactly what I use it for when I'm finding beds, guys. I use my side imaging, and that's how I find out where they are. I don't know if I have any still shots. Y'all know I'm loving my still shots right now. I think I showed y'all the tractor before, right? Y'all ever seen the tractor on down imaging? I just passed by that video. I mean, by that picture. I thought I had something on here. As many times as I've looked at bluegill beds on here, I'm surprised I can't find any. But yes, it will show you real quick. David Ellison, man. I want to give a shout out to David for the super chat. And no one understand, man, that what you gave goes towards crappie fishing, a little bit of bluegill fishing, keeping this thing informative and entertaining. So thank you very much, David. Guys, real quick, audio check. Are we good? Can everybody see and hear me well? Yes, Red River. That hummingbird will sniff them out for you, man. Shout out to all the lovely wives for letting do what we love to do. Hey, man, Terry, shout out to all our lovely wives, girlfriends, and whatever it is you have that allow you to do what you do. We are appreciative of our loved ones and better half. Lonnie Lon, shout out to you, man. We thank you for what you gave, man. Man, I've been saying it, and I'm gonna tell you too, man. What you gave goes towards crappie fishing, a little bit of bluegill fishing, keeping it entertaining and informative for folks like you. Thank you, man. Listen, believe me when I tell you, what you gave goes a long way. What you guys and ladies have given tonight goes a long way. It keeps gas in the boat. It keeps maintenance up and doing what we need to do to get back on the water and get fishing. Let's see. Yeah, sounding look good. A new shampoo. Hush, Chris. You crazy, man. Let's see. I'm in Texas, the Prince. I'm up here in Fort Worth, man. For catching crappie, I use a lot of different baits. I tell people all the time it's good to be well prepared when you go fishing. So if it's in a big box store, a Walmart, an Academy, and it's labeled as a crappie bait, I probably have it. As well as I support a lot of our local bait makers. So and that's both with hand tie jigs and plastics, customs and the whole thing. But yeah, man, I'm right here in Fort Worth, Texas, man. Born and raised. Let's see. Justin, what's going on, man? Did I miss anybody, y'all? Let's see. Philip Gerson, thank you, man. Let's see. Awesome content. Keep it coming, bro. Hit a few slabs. Dock shooting on Eagle Mountain. Man, I haven't been dock shooting on Eagle Mountain in a long time. And I don't know much about the lake. Funny thing is, it's still so close to me, and I really need to get out there and check that out, man. Now you're going to put that on my list as another lake that I really need to get out there and take a hard look at. 97 people watching, 73 thumbs up. Let's get the thumbs up steady going. Y'all know, guys, my goal is to get 100 likes on this live tonight. So if y'all are watching and have yet to hit the thumbs up button, please do so we can let them know that we are appreciated. You know, I did. Let me see. Did I miss my guy 903? Oh, my bad. I did. Shout out to my man 903 Fishing Guide. Listen, man, I met him not too long ago. Number one, 903, thank you, bro, for what you gave. It goes towards crappie fishing, keeping it informative and entertaining, and we appreciate you, man. Hey, and real quick, 903 Fishing is a brand new fishing channel. He's out there on Lake Palestine, and he's doing his thing, man. Without a whole lot of fancy stuff. So if that's the kind of fishing you like to see, 903 Fishing, go check out his channel. It's actually a very new channel, but I watched one of his videos and it is entertaining. He puts work into those videos and he catches fish. 903 Fishing, y'all check him out. Thank you, man. We appreciate it. Let's see. Mine is a Lowrance Hook 4 on the trolling motor and a Lowrance 38 on the stern. So it sounds like you have down imaging in 2D. Those are very capable units. Man, I can't remember the question you asked. It seems like I asked you a little while ago about what you were using. My bad, man. Help your boy out. Let's see. Justin McCullough, Shimano Strike CI4 on sale, 149 Bass Pro. Your thoughts? So the Shimano line, I absolutely love. Before I started messing with these Daiwas, the Shimano Sienna 1000 or 500 was my go-to choice in reels. The CI4 is I mean, that's one of the top of the line Shimanos. And we all know that Shimano is known for their drag system. Very smooth reels. There's a few things I don't like about them. I've never used a Stratic though. So I would say for that price, I think they're regular like $199. I think that's like $50 off or so. But if you want to put your money in a good place and you want some really good equipment, I bet that Shimano Stratic would be a very good reel. Me personally, I'm not going to spend that much on the reel. I said I was one day. I still haven't done it. I switched over to these Daiwa Regals. I just bought a Daiwa Exceller, I think is how you pronounce it. And I think that was $79.99. And I just wanted to feel it. Love those reels. I have held the Stratic, messed with them, reeled them, and all that in the stores. They're super smooth. Go feel one, man, before you buy one, because they will try to get you on the sale. But $149, it's actually, I believe, like I said, $50 off. But for that same price, you can also, for $150, you can go get three, Daiwa Revros or Shimano Siennas. I mean, those are only $29.99 a piece. So you can get plenty of those depending on what you want to do. If you want to have one really good combo, I would say that Shimano Stratic would do you very well. The Prince, man, you spelled Tawakoni right. And yeah, I've done a lot of fishing on that lake and have a whole lot more to do because that lake is huge. Jose Castro says, what's your checklist before moving to a new spot and time limit? So, guys, I'll give a spot 10 to 15 minutes. And I tell you what, I tend to get a little impatient, especially now with this live scope, man, because it shows you everything you need to see, right? But usually 10 to 15 minutes is more than enough time. If you're not getting a bite in 10 to 15 minutes, it's time to move. And to be honest with you, 10 minutes. If you drop down, there's a few things that I do, but number one, we gotta ensure we're on fish, right? We have to ensure that we're on fish. That is very major because you can't say, oh, I'm not catching fish, but you don't know that you're on fish. That's why trusting your electronics and understanding how to use them are very important. Once I know I'm on fish, I've tried a few different colors. I've tried a few different sizes. I've tried using crappie nibbles, and then I backed off and tried casting at them. It's time to go. 10, 15 minutes, that happens, I'm out of there, buddy. Let's see. 903, sleep at the reel. Yes, I did, brother, last Thursday after your chat. My email. Oh, that ain't for me. Okay, what's your fishing with Camo Joe? Here we go. What is your weakest part of your fishing game that I need to work on? Oh, my goodness. Man, I'm always working on something. Man, vertical jigging is my main thing. I feel very strongly about being able to vertical jig. Casting, I feel really good about. Slip cork fishing, I feel good about. Probably dock shoot. And I'm not horrible at it. But if I looked at one thing, I mean, I need to work on everything. Again, I'm trying to be the best I can be. And that means to continuously work on everything that I do. I treat fishing like a craft, honestly. Dock shooting is something that I don't do a lot of. Dock shooting can be really easy, but it's the times where those fish are really tight to those dock legs. And really for me, it's more about seeing them on side imaging. Being able to see crappie on side imaging, especially in shallower water when there's not a whole lot of water column, man, that can be taxing sometimes trying to look at that image and pick out where the fish are. So I would say dock shooting is something that I would really need to focus in on. Nehemiah, Paul, what's going on, man? 903, yes, sir. Thank you, man, for what you gave. We appreciate that super chat. Red River Rob says, I don't see much in I don't see much use in buying a high dollar reel for crappie fishing. You actually don't reel that much, so why spend all the money? Man, different strokes for different folks, man. I feel a lot like you, but at the same time, these higher priced reels with better components in them, number one, they'll last longer. And number two, I've watched a guy cast a 1/16th ounce jig like as smooth as you could possibly cast it in the wind. And a lot of that was that reel. So I mean, you get what again. So we treat it just like cars, right? Um, I can go get a go kart and I can make it to work every day. Is it going to be as fun? Is it going to be as comfortable? Is it going to be as light? You know, just those are the types of things you have to think about. And when you put money into a higher end reel, it's the small things, and if the small things matter to you, that's why people usually buy the high end stuff. But I'm a lot like you, man. I mean, I don't want to go too cheap either. Though. There's some cheapies that I cannot stand. I fish too much to fish with cheap equipment. Let me say that also. I'm not a weekend warrior. I'm fishing 3, 4 times a week. On both of my off days and usually once or twice during my week too. So uh, that's why a lot of people invest in more expensive things. Uh, Let's see. What do you use the most, live scope or side imaging? I use both, man. Especially if it's a lake that I've never been to. I use side imaging to locate brush piles. Once I locate that brush pile, I'm dropping the scope on it, and it's just a quicker ordeal, man. That's Charles. Let's see. Terry says, Ken, have you ever used spinnerbait, road runners, or small crankbaits for crappie fishing? Bladed jig heads, yes. Bonehead has bladed jig heads that I've used and caught some monster crappie, especially on fork. Using them in that muddy water, it provides flash and vibration to attract those fish. The Prince, thank you, man, for subscribing, man. Welcome to the city, family. If y'all would help me to welcome the Prince 432 as he's just subscribed to the Hook City TV channel, man. Thank you, brother, for your subscription. Don't forget to also hit that notification bell so that every time I drop, you get the notification, man. You can check it out and be one of the first to see the heat that comes out. We appreciate it, man. Let's see. Let's see. I use Daiwa about $50 each with ACCs and man. Amen. That's exactly the same thing that I do. 92 people watching, 86 thumbs ups, guys. If you have yet to hit that thumbs up button, I would appreciate it if you give your boy a like on this live tonight, man. Thank you, Heidi, for helping me. Welcome. Guys, again, make sure I'm gonna just reiterate this for anybody that might be new to the live, that on Sunday at 6 o'clock we are going to be on Facebook. If you are not a part of the Facebook channel, Hook City TV, we will be sharing it on there so you can find it there. But I will be going live from my personal page. Terry Landry, another oil field brother. Man, we appreciate y'all's work, man. People don't understand how hard y'all work. We appreciate it. Let's see. Heidi needs a blue wrench. I got you. I got you. Do we have 7 more people that have yet to hit this thumbs up button? And while we're at it, if you have yet to subscribe and you're sitting here watching this channel, hanging out with us tonight, before you leave YouTube tonight, hit that thumbs up button, hit that subscribe button, and hit that notification bell, y'all. See it. What's going on, man? Thanks for joining in. If you would, hit that thumbs up button, man. We need you. Uh-oh, LaQuinn, I can catch a Sunday live after I preach on Sundays now. LOL, already. So yeah, at 6 o'clock, we're going to be live, man. So here's a great question. The Texas Angler says, what fish are spawning right now? So for me, as y'all know, man, my channel is pretty much panfish. So I'm looking for crappie, which I believe are for the most part done. You may be able to find a few straggling here and there. But right now, the bluegill are spawning, guys. You'll find bluegill on beds right now. Right now, you will find bluegill on beds. Man, I wish I had a picture of what that looks like. Thank you, Chris, for the reminder, man. Let's see. So y'all, we got a lot going on, man. Lori, how you doing? T-Town, what's going on? Does anybody else have any questions? We got 90 people watching. I need 4 more likes, y'all. The Texas Angler. I live in Texas. I hope so with that name. So let me ask you this: what region, what area of Texas are you in? What area of Texas are you in, the Texas Angler? So Dimitri poses a really good question that a lot of people probably don't think to ask. There's my 100 thumbs ups. Thank y'all so much. I'm great. Oh man, I'm on Lake Whitney, the Texas Angler. JT, he sure is. I'm gonna go out there. I gotta get out there. So Dimitri says, what's your thoughts about live scope being mounted on the trolling motor? I'm seeing a lot of that going on. So it's your flavor, neighbor. That's what I believe. Whatever you like. So there's 2 ways for y'all that don't know. There's 2 ways that people usually mount the live scope. One is on the shaft of the actual trolling motor itself. That way, when you turn your trolling motor, you in turn turn the live scope transducer. And the second way is to have it mounted on a separate pole, or at least a pole separate from the trolling motor. What I use comes from Low Pro Rod Rack, and it is one that is mounted to the trolling motor, but it's independently turned aside from the trolling motor. And between the two, I mean, I like my setup. In the beginning, there are a lot of people that said that you cannot or you should not put it on a separate pole if you want to chase down fish, if you want to do certain things, because you need to be hands-free. Well, guys, I'm the type of person where I'm going to check it out. Kickapoo, you're down there by I'm sorry, let me finish my thought. So I'm of the thought that it's whatever works best for you. And I like to test certain theories. So when I first bought my live scope, shout out to the Bass Tank. We went down there and they hooked it up to the trolling motor. I got it home and I didn't like the fact that I couldn't spot lock and still use it the way I wanted to at the same time, because again, spot lock continuously moves to try to keep me in place. And on windy days, it was better, but on non-windy days, it was horrible. And I felt like if I have spot lock, why would I even do this to myself? So I went with a couple of different options and came up with the Low Pro Rod Rack lastly, and it did me well. And guys, I've chased down fish. I mean, I've done it all on camera. So be careful when people tell you can't do certain things, because I'm comfortable with the way that I fish, and I can do it all. I can do it all. So no matter how you mount it, you will love it. That's going to be my answer, man. Let's see. When you catch a male off the beds, does another male take over the bed he was on? Now, Robert Johnson, I don't know. I'm not going to tell you no lies, but I will tell you that I can fish a bed. And I never fish a bed completely out, because you want something still there protecting the eggs at some point. I never fish one completely out. If I had to guess, I would say yes, because fish reload onto these beds. I'll catch, 30, 40 fish off a bed. I'll leave 3 weeks later. I'll come back and it'll be fully loaded again. So yes. T-Town, what's going on, man? The Texas Angler says, Lavon. Lavon is a really good lake. We've been whooping Lavon when I do go that way. And there's some people I know that have been killing the crappie on Lavon. Lavon is a very good fishery, man, and it is an excellent lake. And you're also surrounded by other very good lakes. Sonic booming. So bluegill spawn from about late May into August is when I've caught bluegill on beds. And I have videos to back that up. Jeff Thompson, your thoughts on crappie sickle jig hooks, better for landing fish? So I'll tell you this, Jeff. There's been a lot of question and a lot of just comments about the sickle hooks. I've used sickle hooks for probably, excuse me, as long as they've been out, and I have not had an issue with them breaking. I keep seeing that sickle hooks break, sickle hooks are weak, sickle hooks are all these different things. I've caught multiple 2-pounders off of sickle hooks. And I usually get a better hookup, man. I usually find the roof of fish's mouths with a sickle hook better than I do Aberdeen or like a J hook, so to speak. Both of them work. I will say the sickle hook is the weaker of the two, but they're still very capable. And another thing, man, a lot of these guys that don't like these sickle hooks are the same people that are trying to boat flip 3-pound crappie, 2.5-pound crappie. Listen, it is better to net it. It's cool to boat flip fish, but if he gets off, if you drop him, what are we talking about? We're talking about nothing. It's just another fish story that goes down in the book about how he was this big. Right now, I want to see the fish. I want to have him. I want to have him. I love sickle hooks, to answer your question, Jeff. I've never fished in Tampa, but I have family there. Let's see. Sonic Boom in July, the end of July. Listen, if you start looking for bedding bluegill in July, you just missed a whole good month of bluegill fishing. Kyle says, you might have answered this, but our night crappie fish, what depths for the time of year should I be targeting? So when I night fish for crappie, I like to find lights, especially lit docks. I'll fish lit docks, man, at night and wear fish out, depending on the time of year. So early spring, fish seem to get a whole lot more active, like in that transition from winter into the spring, coming up to the spawn. They get really, really active at night in February and early March. And so I'll go into the creeks and I can set up over big brush piles. That's what we used to do long ago before live scope and all these hummingbirds. We'd tie up to log jams under bridges most of the time here at my local lake. At nighttime with minnows and jigs, and we would flat wear fish out all night long. And we would do that at night. Besides that, I've also live scoped crappie at night. And guys, the thing about fishing at night, unless it's lights, or again in the winter when they're in these big brush piles, a lot of these fish get very active at night. So in the daytime when we see them all on these brush piles, they're on these brush piles because of the sun penetration, the light penetration. At night, that's when the freaks come out. The freaks come out at night, right? And those fish, they start roaming, looking for stuff to eat. So it's a little harder, excuse me, without lights or anything like that, but it's very, very common to catch fish at night. Fun fact, my favorite jig at night, that's a solid black jig with not a solid black, but a black jig with silver flake. Charles F., it's going to be good when you get it, brother. Fix It 29, check it out, man, and if I'm wrong, you let me know. I'll buy it from you. Excuse me. Bluegill spawn from June to when? So again, from late May into August. Benbrook never fails me. Plenty of cover, plenty of trees, brush piles. They got a lot of stuff going on out there on Benbrook. Really good lake, man. I actually went, 2 weeks ago and had an awesome time. Which one is better for bluegill fishing, ponds or lakes? So they both are good. Depending on the type of pond it is, if it's not overrun with bluegill and it has enough predatory fish to keep them in check, ponds can do really well. But I've caught my biggest bluegill out of a lake. And most of y'all know that watch my bluegill fishing videos. If you're looking for some really good bluegill fishing videos, guys, again, if you go to the homepage and in my playlists, you'll see bluegill fishing videos. Please check them out. Believe me, we got some whoppers. 1-pound bluegill that you can find. The Prince says you can't see that water moccasin at night, man. He is hard to see. but I stay in the boat anyway. So Fix It 29 says, do you use lights in the water at night? So that's another attractive thing we were talking about. So what happens is, yes, to answer your question, what happens is we'll go to a structure that has no lights around it, and you drop that light, and that light is going to attract bait fish. Well, y'all know what happens if you got bait, then you're going to have predatory fish coming to eat that bait. And then what we like to do is fish right outside of the light, because the fish use the light as ambush points, or the darkness as ambush points, and you'll see them just running through into the light, hitting these fish. So we fish just outside the light, really shallow, 4-6 foot of water, a lot of times jigging, and those fish will come and get it. Let's see, Dimitri says, I caught that 231 right at dusk. You caught another 2-pound crappie right after that at night. Yes, and we did a video on it. That was early spring. You are correct, D. Never used flicker shad, Scott P. I'd love to look that up. Can you give me any more information on it? So Kyle Woodard, yes, I set my own lights up, but during the summer, how deep are those crappie usually? Do they move deep this time of year? So I found crappie, I think it's more about the structure you're fishing. So if you set up in trees, if you set up on concrete, if you set up on anything like that, really big structural places. Right now, this time of year, I would still be looking in the same depth of water, no more than about 20 foot. No less than so I've been talking about 8 to 20 foot, and that's what I would target at night too. It's not that they're not still there; they're just moving around in these areas. So the issue is they're not sitting on the brush anymore. They're moving around. They're constantly moving. That's the only issue I have at night. And to make those fish congregate in one spot again, that's when you use your lights. So 8 to 20 foot of water, trees. If you have a really good brush pile, don't be afraid to sit over that brush pile with lights. As long as you can get that, as long as you see those bait fish congregating, you're going to be in luck, man. Let's see. Lori, blessings to you as well. We appreciate it. Ken, when you're fishing at night, do you like fishing full moon or half moon or no moon? So Trevor Lee, I'll fish all moons. Now listen, I will say that full moon, we just got out of full moon, and it's natural light. So those fish really feed heavy at night during full moons. So I would say that would be my favorite time, is when there's a full moon. And then it provides light for you on the boat too. So you ain't gotta look like the Starship Trooper and nothing with all those lights all over your boat. That night light, sitting under that night light, away from all those gnats, because in the summertime, y'all know on the lake, if you've used lights before, you know it can get crazy. Let's see. Doing the night fishing tomorrow night on the boat with the wife. Hey, man, go get it, man. So are you going to be on Benbrook tomorrow night? Berkeley Flicker Shads, number 4, number 5, and number 6 Flicker minnow. They are a crappie killer. I'm going to have to look those up, man. I've never heard of those before. Yes, thank you, JT, for that reminder. Guys, let us know how you're doing. If you want to share catches or anything like that, you can do so by joining the Hook City TV group on Facebook. We'd love to see your catches, man. Love to see it. Shout out to Arkansas, Jeff. Thank you for joining, man. Are they scattered more on full moon? I don't think it's more or less. I think that at nighttime, fish scatter because they are feeding. So what's the best fish finder for targeting bluegill and crappie? For me, it's anything with a side imaging on it, with side imaging technology. And I like my Humminbird. So Humminbird Helix Unix, where they have side imaging, and I can target the bluegill on beds this time of year because they're spawning. Also, when I'm looking for crappie, I'm looking for structure, and I can find said structure with side imaging. So anything, man, I mean, if you like Lowrance, buy your Lowrance. I personally believe that you cannot get a better picture than a Humminbird Mega unit right now. The Garmin's are really coming up. They have some really good, I think I would put Garmin second and Lowrance third as far as units to buy, making sure they have two things. GPS so that you can mark your waypoint and always get back to it, and side imaging so that you can find what you're looking for. Let's see. What should I use for crappie at night? Minnows or dark colored jigs? I love them. Depends. I don't really do catfishing anymore. I used to growing up and early on, but when I really got a hold of this crappie fishing, it was over, man. Let's see. Shout out to ATL Reginald. What's going on, man? Let's see. Donham Town, do you fish for yellow perch? Are there any lakes down south within Mississippi in the house? Shout out to Mississippi. I do not fish for yellow perch because they are not readily available here. I think the closest is Oklahoma. I'd have to go to Oklahoma, and that's northern Oklahoma to find yellow perch. Hey man, you're gonna cook some crappie chips. So I know you watched, I think, was it the cleaning video or maybe the Catch Clean and Cook where I talked about crappie chips, the meat off the rib cages, man. No sound. So guys, is anybody else having an issue with the sound? Thread fin shad color, colorway or colorway? Colorway is killer at night. The Texas Angler asks, what's the best lake for crappie? Listen, man, there are crappie. I told you are surrounded by crappie, man. So it depends on what you're looking for. If you're looking for huge crappie, I mean, your Lake Forks, your Tawakinis, your Lake of the Pines. If you're looking for a good crappie without having to go real far, Lake Arlington is full of crappie. Joe Pool, full of crappie. Eagle Mountain, full of crappie, black and white crappie. So, I mean, there's, when you talk about best lake for crappie, my favorite lake where I hold my personal best, 283 came out of Lake Fork. Lake Fork is a great lake, man. Let's see. Okay, thank y'all. Thank y'all. Good sound. We appreciate it, Reginald. Let's see, I have a Garmin 93 SV with the Garmin UHD transducer. It's 200% better than my old 93 SV transducer. Amen, Scott P. Go out there and find them babies, man. Guys, one more time, if you're watching this video, please give us a thumbs up, man. Give us a like. We'd love for YouTube to know that y'all are enjoying this video. Maybe we can get it shared and suggested more. That's what we're looking for. Lewis, just want to say I watch your videos all the time. I always catfish, but after watching your videos, I lost it. But after watching your videos, I'm now trying out crappie. Keep your pole bent and line tight. Tight lines, Lewis. Thank you, man. Slabrador put me on those crappie chips. I keep rib cages now. Listen, that rib cage is something serious. Have I ever used glow-in-the-dark jig heads? I have not, but I have used glow-in-the-dark jigs, the Moglo series from, is that Strike King or Mr. Crappie? One of the two. I can't remember who makes it, but yes, I have. I've done really well with them. So Fix It 29, I know that he's having a shortage right now based on everything that's going on. But I would go directly to the site. If you're having issues there, try Ellis Crappie Shack. Check him out on Facebook. Ellis Crappie Shack, a really good dude, man. He keeps a few ACCs in stock, and he might have what you need. Check him out on Facebook. Ellis Crappie Shack. It's my buddy Elbert Spears. Good dude, man. Let's see. Yes, Bobby Garland. Thank you so much, man. Bobby Garland Moglo series. That's it, Come, Joe. That's it, Camo Joe. what do I do with the rib cages? So if it's a big enough fish, man, if it's a big enough fish, the rib cage I actually take and I'll fillet the meat off of the rib cage. Again, that's on a video. So if you go to the Catch Clean and Cooks on the playlist on the homepage, you will see um, where I fillet the meat off of those rib cages. I mean, it's literally just a little chip. It's a thin piece of meat. It's almost sushi thin, right? But I tell you what, you batter that thing and fry it up. I mean, and you'll just be popping them in your mouth. You have to stop yourself, man. Yes, yes, Fix It 29 in Kentucky. Ellis Crappie Shack. He ships. Now, if you're talking about somewhere where you can walk in, I'm not real sure. Yes, you would fish lakes and canals the same, man. Whatever technique you use, you can use it in a canal as well as a lake. Now, if it's shallower, then you would want to think more about casting or using a slip cork. But yeah, you can fish canals the exact same. I will fry the backbone. Works good. Yep, yep. Guys, we've been on for an hour and 20 minutes, holding tight to 90 people watching, 112 thumbs up. Let's see, Slap Buster, JT, I just tried. Okay, JT. Okay, Kyle Woodard, you're in Kentucky. Yeah, man, I'm not sure what part of Kentucky my man is in, but it's called Ellis Crappie Shack. You should check him out. He's a storefront, so you can actually walk in. Man, oh man, you got my boy Dimitri going now. So Kyle, real quick before he gets started on you, so my boy Dimitri has spent a little time in Kentucky. So I'm sure wherever you name off, he's gonna know where you're at. By Lexington, there it is. Guys, I've thoroughly enjoyed tonight, man. I appreciate everyone that has gave. I appreciate everyone that is here on the live. I thank you for every question, comment, statement. Guys, continue to watch these videos, please. Um, Man, we need you. We need you. Without you, there is no channel. So we need you, man. And I'm trying to post these videos and put content out, guys. I got a little bit behind after all the stuff that's been going on in the world, plus working, and then a new. I had to start a new rail yard and all that kind of stuff. I'm kind of getting back into the groove now. We got a really cool video, man, where we fished with some other YouTubers that y'all are gonna be wanting to see real soon. Bluegill fishing at that, so it's gonna be really, really fun. And then, man, there's so much going, and I'm excited, man, to share it with y'all. So I got to get on my grind. I got to get back on the editing. Um, Every Thursday night, 8 o'clock, I'll be here. Sunday night, 6 o'clock, I will be on Facebook, man, going live. And I'm looking for 5 people to do a face-to-face with me, man. If you have a question, comment, statement, let me tell y'all something. I don't think she's on here anymore, but let me tell y'all something, man. We got a songbird, guys, in the city. I don't know if y'all like hearing people that can sing, but let me tell you something. She can't sing, she can sing. And she did it so effortlessly. Um, Man, my sister Tamika Craig, guys, who was one of the people that got on the face-to-face live with me on Sunday, and she still had on the Sunday's best. And I'm gonna tell you what, my wife asked her to give us just a little something because she's the worship leader at our church. And man, what a beautiful song she gave us, man. Just something quick. Again, guys, I want y'all to know that here at this channel, it is faith, family, fishing, man. Jesus Christ is my Lord and Savior, man. And I would be wrong because, guys, guess what? This platform was given to me by my God, by my Lord. And without him, none of this is possible. So I just want to give a shout out to my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ, and say thank you for another day, for being able to share with y'all. And then just to share a little bit of Jesus, man. If you don't know, Fishing Ken loves you. God loves you. And if you don't have a relationship with him, man, believe me when I tell you, it's the best thing that I've ever done in my life. With that being said, faith, family, fishing, man. That's what you're going to get here, guys. We're going to be in prayer for the world, for our leaders, for the followers. We're going to be in prayer for everybody because the world is in turmoil. And I don't, I'm not even going to over talk it, man. This world needs help, man. This world needs help. Yeah, I'm not even going over. Boy, so much to be said that we keep this family, that we keep this channel about fishing, and again a little bit of Jesus. And outside of that, this world is crazy, but we need a whole lot more love. And empathy. We need a whole lot more love and empathy for one another. Guys, we have our very own Pastor D, aka my man Demetric Norwood. Guys, if y'all are looking for a church home or if you're looking for just some good word from the man of God, you can visit him on Sundays, I believe at 10 at NBICFW, New Beginnings International Church, FortWorth.com. And you can tune in on every Sunday, man, and get a little bit of word. Also, we do a watch party on Hook City TV's channel, on Hook City TV page on Facebook. For those that want to tune in to the services, you can do that on the watch party on Hook City TV. So if you have yet to visit the Hook City TV page on Facebook, do so, man, because we would love to see you and you post your stuff on there as well. Look for the link on the fan page. Again, I love y'all, man. If you haven't been told today, believe me when I tell you, I love you. I appreciate you. Thursday nights at 8 o'clock, and then Sunday nights at 6. I'll be on Facebook going live. Oh man, you're in Crowley, Fix It 29, bro. I'm in Crowley. Right now. I go to oh Lord, just because I've been saying New Beginnings for so long. I don't forgot the name of my church. Great Commission Baptist Church over there off of McCart, man, is where we worship, man. You should join us. Pastor Brown is a great pastor, man. And also, Demetric is only 15 minutes away in East Fort Worth. So, man, you got a couple of options there, man. We'd love to have you. But yeah, GCBCFW.org if you want to tune in to my church. All right, have a good one, Texas Angler. We appreciate you for joining in. Again, guys, y'all be safe out there, man. Enjoy. Man, a lot of y'all are off after tomorrow, and then you have the weekend. Enjoy the weekend. Be safe. Make sure we're drinking plenty of water, guys, because it is very, very hot out here, and it's easy to get sick out there on the water. And once you have a heat stroke, it ain't easy to stay out there on the water anymore. So yeah, let's be safe. Wear our life jackets. That's a big one. Wear life jackets, guys, and they make the one. A lot of people say, "Oh, it's so hot, I don't want to wear." Listen, they make the ones that keep you from being hot. So be safe, please, because at the end of the day, we want to get back to our families, guys. God bless each and every one of you. I love you, like I said, and I mean it with my heart, guys. Until next Thursday, until Sunday, I want y'all to join me Sunday on Facebook, man. And if not, join me next Thursday here at Hook City TV on YouTube, man. Guys, Kyle, go watch some videos, man. And if you got any questions, hit me up. I'm actually gonna get off of here and answer some comments that I need to catch up on from the video we posted the other day. I'm gonna give you that. Oh yeah, no, I'm changing Instagram. We're cutting Instagram, D. It's gonna be Sunday, 6 o'clock on Facebook. And we can still do the face-to-faces. I just cut that tonight, man. The video I posted, this is the last thing I'm going to tell y'all, and I'm letting y'all go, man. Exciting way to catch bluegill exciting way to catch bluegill with family. And we're talking about the Garmin perspective view. So y'all check that out, man. We had a good time making that video. It was me, Hook City, and my uncle. my Uncle Weldon, aka the Grim Lip Ripper. Shout out to my dad and the Grim Lip Ripper, my Uncle Weldon, man. But exciting way to catch bluegill with family. We're at 5.7 thousand views after 2 days. So guys, I know we can do a lot better, and I hope we do a lot better. Share the video, let your friends know about it, and then leave me a comment because I want to hear some feedback on what y'all thought about that video. All right, listen, I'm done. Hour and 30 minutes in. Y'all have a good night, man. Have a good rest of the week. Be safe again. Pray for one another. Hug somebody. Let them know you love them and you care. That stuff goes a long way, man. It goes a long way. Yeah, man. Listen, if y'all are bored, man, binge watch some of this YouTube stuff. Hook City TV, guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Last but not least, thanks to all of my moderators for their help. We appreciate them. We love them. And I'm out here. It's your boy Fisher King, Hook City TV. I'm gone.